Harriet, what are you going to teach us today?
Well, again, going on from last session, we're looking at the front of the legs. These tend to be the biggest issue, and as we discussed, it can hurt your back. And the reality is that most of us work in a chair. Most of us are sitting down a lot. So we're working these muscles, they're getting hot and warm on the bike. And then we sit down in the chair and they get cold and they tighten up in this tight position. And then that pulls through on the back. So a lot of cyclists suffer back injuries and issues and tension. And a lot of the time it's not when they're out riding. It's later in the day after they finish a day of work or driving especially. So really common problem.
I often wake up in the middle of the night because my back is really sore.
Quite often, especially in this cold weather, we sort of sleep a bit more in that fetal position too. And it's those muscles that put us in that position that cause a problem, particularly SOAS. So we're going to look at how to stretch that muscle today.
Particularly what?
SOAS, with a silent P, just to make it interesting for you. PSOAS, yeah.
What's that?
It's a muscle that starts actually here in your lower back, runs straight through underneath your intestines and comes out here, just on the pubic bone and the iliac crest, and then runs down onto the inside of your legs.
So it's a muscle that goes all the way, one muscle that goes from your back.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's actually three of them. There's three culprits in there, and they come out here at the front and here.
Huh.
So there's iliopsoas, psoas major, and psoas minor. And they're very naughty, and they cause a lot of problems for us cyclists, and they cause a lot of problems for people's backs in general.
I love those names though. It's sort of like Huey, Dewey and Louie, like this.
They're a bit like that.
So are we going to be working, is that part of what we're going to be working on?
Exactly what we're going to look at today.
Okay.
Also, there's another issue with the psoas, and that is if you have a fall or an accident, the psoas actually locks up to protect your spine, and it often doesn't unlock afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, so a lot of us that have had issues or accidents where we've fallen off the bike also have a chronically spasmed psoas, usually on one side of the spine. It can even put up to over 200 kilos of pressure on the one side of your spine. So it's a major, major problem. That's what often causes disc bulges. So let's have a look at what we can do to stretch it. This is what we're going to look for when we're doing a hip flexor stretch. Okay, so we're going to be nice and straight, hips are square, looking straight ahead. Good head posture is always important. Keep your head up, and the legs are parallel. Okay, we don't want this yet. Okay, it's too open, so like that. And the most important thing is to roll your tail under. You know, roll that tail under, pull up through the abs, and already in this position, I'm feeling a stretch here. I'm not feeling it in my back. That is key. Okay. You see a lot of people doing this stretch and they're down like that, you know, and that's just a distortion in the spine. We don't want to distort the spine, we actually want to just feel it right there on the peak of the hip for the start. So come on now.
Go this way and then this one. This is the sore knee. So.
Okay, so just bend your knee.
Yeah. I just didn't bend, I was just watching you and I didn't even copy what you were doing, I did something different.
Okay, so now put your hands on your hips and roll your tail under. And pull your abs in, zip up tight here. Yeah, that's the one. And how does it feel at the front of your hip?
I can feel it all through here and to there. It's like this pull through.
Yeah, that's great. And you feel it right in the front of your hip there?
Yeah.
Do you feel
I just
it
felt
in your
it
back?
in my back, just as you said there.
Yes. So we go backwards now, roll the tail under more, zip up more. You really got to roll the pelvis under, that's it. There we go, there we go. It's very important to get that right sensation.
When you properly roll it forward like that, it really pulled it through there. It took the pain out of here, but it put it all...
Yeah. So these big dominant muscles at the front are destroying your poor little back.
So rolling, that whole rolling...
Yeah, that's really what the stretch is about. Yeah.
Shall I try the other side?
Sure, give it a go.
And my knees still on this one.
See how you go.
I need to put my... Okay, so like that, hands on hips, looking at like a you need a book on your head to keep
That's
it.
right.
Try to be a supermodel model, put a book on your head. And
Absolutely. It's all about posture. If you want exercise to make you look better, you need to be looking better while you're doing it. And here you can also have like a seat or something to hold on to make yourself feel more secure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got that point that we're talking about? So you look at Serafina's angle, she's actually quite stiff here.
Oh, I'm not doing it properly.
No, you're doing great.
Oh, it's good?
You're doing
Okay.
great. You're not exaggerating the angle. You can come a long way forward. Yeah,
So
just
put
let
it-
yourself go, but you're feeling it now in the back and it's not stretching. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
hurting
so
here.
exactly. Let's
Yeah.
go back and not hurt you.
And that took the pain off.
Yeah, exactly. So now there's another phase. Yeah? So the next phase, and we get this a lot in cycling, is through the back here. So what we can do is actually reach over, just like a ballerina. There you go.
Oh.
Reaching up. That's it. Breathe. There you go.
I can feel that all the way up through here,
That's it.
down here, down to my... It's like it's stretching everything from my knee to my fingertips.
It is, yeah. So this is really how we get somewhere. And then you reach up yourself, try and reach for the ceiling. That's it. Beautiful work. All right, now what we want to do, just relax that hand back down onto the hip. And now we're going to open up the pelvis. So what I want you to do is step out a little further with that one. Yeah. And twist around and bring this foot around if that's okay on your knee. Yeah, so that's it.
And
there.
leaving that over there.
Yeah, open it up. Okay, lean back and push. That's it. Open it up. That's the way. So now we're actually getting the iliopsoas on the inside of the hip. You feel that there?
This muscle is screaming at me. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm doing a QOM up some really like 25% gradient. It's screaming at me. That's a good thing, right?
This is undoing all that tension that you've created doing those QOMs. Okay? Remember, keep it open, because a lot of the time these muscles on the inside are what cramp. I know I get it, especially when I do longer rides. Yeah?
So I have to remember to breathe. I'm getting lightheaded.
That's right.
Is that
and
right?
what you can do is back it off, give it a rest. Remember, contract, then relax into it more deeply. Keep it open, keep your posture open. Head up, nice and proud. Pull your abs in. These are all really important cues, not just for looking better, but for keeping your spine safe and helping your spine. Okay? There you go. Relax. Come back, Serafina. Come back.
That is really hard, but it feels so good.
You're welcome.
It's like I feel like I'm feeling lightheaded, like all the blood's just rushing everywhere or something.
Yeah.
You have to try this. That was really...
Yeah, especially endurance cyclists like you that are doing a lot of Ks in one hit, you really need this. Yeah.
So I'm sweating just from doing that as well. Everything's...
It's a workout,
It's
right?
a workout. That
Yeah.
was a workout. That was a workout.
It's
And I feel-
thermogenic, you're burning calories, you're doing the microfibril tearing in the muscles, the actin myosin filaments, so you're actually going to build muscles now in a longer position. If you're just pumping iron and sprinting on the bike, you're building muscles in a shorter position, and then eventually they become less useful to you. Yeah? You just wind up muscle bound. Whereas if you build them in a longer position, they're more functional, they're more useful, and they are far more athletic. And it keeps you young. Keeping mobile, keeping flexible is what keeps us young.
Yeah. Does it make you taller as well?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Awesome.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
All right, keep watching, guys, for next week.
Yep. Now you better stretch your other side.
I will do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Otherwise you'll be all lopsided again.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.